Well, let's cook this pasta today with the Norwegian smoked salmon, but made in Finland with Italian ingredients. It's complicated, but we do it together. So you will need roughly for one person, and I like to eat a lot, generously 120 grams of smoked salmon. Doesn't matter the brand, but you notice that the amount of salt per 100 grams is around 2.8 grams, and it's pretty much, we don't need to add any salt while we are cooking it. So we will put this aside, we don't need to touch it for now. Then we will need some pasta. Today we will cook the Rummo fettuccine all'uovo. This is a nice tasting pasta. In the previous video for my neighbor I made some molisana. The cooking time for that pasta is like 9 minutes. This one in 3. So for myself I will make 2, we call them in Italy nests, bird nests. So I will make for myself 2 nests. These are roughly like 80 grams of pasta. And we will need just some fresh black pepper to grind and this salt and some parsley. So this is a really fast dish to prepare, and what takes the longest is for water to boil. So we will put it at 9. I will add right away some salt, a teaspoon, because I might forget it. Some salt in the pasta. So while the water is boiling, I'm gonna do some other activities. I'm not planning to edit this video, so it will come a little bit probably long, but this is the real time you need to cook this dish, so it's totally fine. You can skip it if you know this part, but I will put generous amount of butter. It's butter without lactose. In Finland here everything is mostly without lactose, so it works also fine. Now we need to start. The pan I'm using currently is a bit too small. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make some mess around when mixing. The big one is in the dishwasher, so we will try our luck. Then we need some cream. I will use 10% because it's already fatty due to the butter. And that's all. We just need now to warm up a bit the butter, and then we will slice with the scissors, because I don't like slicing the smelly fish in on some surfaces. I need to wash them afterwards, so this is okay. So what I'm going to do is when the butter is going to melt, I will trim it with the scissors directly into the pan, so I don't get some plates or cutting boards dirty. I will keep it here for now. It's just waiting time. I'm probably going to accelerate the video, but I don't want to edit anything, so we will see. There are different ways of doing this pasta. My mom was teaching me that I should put also some vodka to pull out the taste of the salmon, and it also gives it a nice pinky color. I don't really see a big difference between using the vodka or not, so I'm just warming up the butter and chopping the salmon in it. So I will keep a medium heat, but I will reduce it if necessary. The most delicate process is when we are adding the cream, because we don't want to like boil it too much. We want to warm it up, and then we will follow some bubbles. When they appear, it means it's kind of ready to put the pasta inside. Because these are going to cook within 3 minutes, I better be ready with the sauce. So I will put the water to boil, but let's see. You can also warm up the pan a bit hotter. It's still gonna be tasty, doesn't matter much. Be very careful using the scissors, don't cut your fingers. For me it's just easier to throw the scissors in the dishwashers. And they still cut after 100 cycle of washes, so it's okay. This is a bit too much fish, but because I want to balance the protein with the carbs, because I have my own reasons to do that. This recipe has been already tested in the past, so I know pretty well what I'm doing. So the longest process of this food prep is like, of course, going to the shop and buying the things. But after that is the water boiling. This is an induction stove, and it should heat up pretty fast. It has even the boost function, but it's okay for now. I think it will get pretty fast to the boiling. This is a lot of salmon. In Italy people put a bit less, or with this amount they make for 2 people. You can also make the same for 2 people and just put a couple of nests more. And for 2 people normally I would put 1.5 of this, which is 2 deciliters, but 200 milliliters. And 200 milliliters, a deciliter. Yeah, it's 200 milliliters. It's the first time I speak about deciliters, like since I finished the school. It's a nice way of marking deciliters. I'm trying to synchronize these 2 events here, because I don't care if the water will start boiling and I'm not ready here. I will still bring more forward the sauce, because I want to pick up the pasta directly from here and put it into the pan. And this one requires, like I said, 3 minutes, so we need to focus on the sauce. This fish doesn't need to be, the smoked salmon doesn't need to be fried a lot. You just notice a change in the color. So it's already good to eat, but you can cook it until it becomes a bit more pale. And I will chop some parsley. I think the parsley is doing not much, but it's pretty and it gives a good visual for yourself when you're eating, so why not? In most of the cases, if the parsley is not of the best quality, it will most probably ruin the taste of the dish. But this one is It's a good type that I found here in Prisma supermarket. It's not easy to find a good parsley here in Finland. The water is boiling. I'm going to count 3 minutes. Yes, now without a timer. I have a clock on the wall, so I'm just following. Now it's 5 and 40. So at 5:43 we can pull out the pasta and put it here. Oops, I already made some mess. And this is going to happen over and over because you need slightly better sized pan. I was not planning to make the video, I'm just hungry and I said why not. Don't over mix this pasta because it gets twisted and it's happening already during the boiling process, the mix. Just leave it like this. We got 2 minutes left more. At this point I like to put some black pepper. I like nice peppery. Open, close back, mix a bit the cream, and then a generous amount. I mean, more pasta you put, more cream you need. I think for my amount of pasta, 0. Or maybe 1 deciliter is enough. You can still add always some water if you feel that it's too dry. You need to count that the pasta will absorb some water, so don't make it too dry, the sauce. It's better when it's more liquid. So if it feels like it's too liquid, don't worry, the pasta will absorb it. So now we have a medium heat and looks like this for now. But if I see it bubbling, I'm going to stop it or reduce the heat. So I'm synchronizing the bubbling of this with the pasta, and then I'm taking the pasta, putting it here, mixing it a bit, making some mess around, throwing the fish everywhere, and then I will put some parsley for the color, and we will make some nice plating, and we're gonna eat. I will eat. I hope you will also eat at home. This is a really easy way of cooking, and I don't want to overcomplicate it, but let's keep it simple. In the future we can make something more complicated. You can see that the cream becomes a little bit more dense. This is a 10% fat cream, so it still becomes dense. Okay, we're ready to remove the pasta. The bubbling is not yet happening. I will accelerate it a bit. And it's not a big deal with Italian qualities like Rummo or Molisana. You can take it easy. Even half minute more of the overcooking of the pasta is not doing anything. I'm talking about this pasta because other types of pasta we need to remove them a bit more al dente and then finish the cooking into the pan, but this specific type of pasta, and if somebody's curious I can put the details, doesn't need to be al dente, so we're gonna cook it correctly. It's already bubbling, so for me this is a signal that it's time to go inside with the pasta, and we will reduce the heat a bit. I will keep it at 4-3. Now it's time to make all the mess around with the fish. Nice mixing. The ratio between fish and pasta is really nice. I love when I have a bit more protein in my dish. But this amount, 120 grams of salmon, it works also like for 2 people. And if you really try, also like for 3 people, it will give the taste anyway. No, I'm afraid. I better go simple. Yeah. Then we add some chopped parsley. Turn off the heat. If you feel that the pasta is slightly dry, I advise you never drain the hot water into the waste immediately. Just keep it here. You can always add a bit of water on the top, and the sauce becomes a bit more liquid and it's tastier. There is no really way to mess up this plate, but the only way you can mess it up is making it too dry. So when you see this amount of juice coming, it's pretty good. Don't worry, it's not a soup. It will evaporate. Okay. The dish is ready. Now we will now take a nice plate and prepare it. I'm gonna use this and this. This will be for later. I will have a second round. Some parsley on the top. I like adding also some black pepper on the top. It depends on what the taste.